What's up guys? Let's give you some baseball arm care and mobility drills. So these are things that you should do either before you go throwing or before you lift to really focus on your thoracic spine and also your shoulder health, all right? So check these out. So what's up? It's Josh from Athletic Preparation, and getting into these arm kill and mobility drills for baseball, what we like to do is like to break them down into two really main parts. So one is a mobility drill. So again, doing specific mobility drills to open up, specific muscles that you're working on. So for baseball, obviously your thoracic spine, your glenohumeral joint, AKA your shoulder, scapula, all that fun stuff. And then that's kind of part one. And then part two, we want to activate it. So the mobility allows us a free range of motion. Our activation drills are, we are going to turn on those muscles basically, get them fired up, so that way they can perform their job and stabilize your shoulder. So we're gonna give you 3 mobility drills and then 3 activation drills that you can use anywhere, in the gym or even on the field. So first one you wanna do is you wanna do some thoracic flexion and extension. So basically rounding and flattening. So we do that, which is the cat and camel. So with here, we're supposed to be on your hands and knees, and we wanna push through the floor with our knees and with our arms, tuck our head, try to round and arch your back like a giant McDonald's sign. And then obviously flatten. So when we flatten, we want to go chest up, eyes up to the ceiling, and then we're just going to repeat. So push through, exhale, try to really round, arms are locked out, pushing, and then extension, okay? So that's just your cat camel. Spend a couple seconds at the top, a couple seconds at the bottom. That's drill 1. So again, when you're throwing, obviously you lay back, so that way you get external or extension and rotation through your shoulder. And obviously when you follow through and you throw, we're going into flexion. So again, just getting those vertebrae moving for you guys. So that's number 1. 2 is we're gonna do a sideline windmill. So we're just gonna post up on the side. So top knee up in front for you guys. And then we are gonna lock the top leg with the underhand arm, okay? So that way, this locks your lower back. So that way we focus on moving through your thoracic like we talked about. So a couple quick things with this. We want the motion mainly coming through your thoracic, so your upper back. We don't want it too much coming through your shoulder. So what that means, I want you to really reach and roll forward like you're rolling, okay? And then slowly just reaching, always whatever direction your fingertips are, you're going that direction. Try to lay your top shoulder back to the ground, and then we're gonna come back through and rotate. Again, we wanna make sure these ribs are rolling forward, reaching. You should be able to breathe. You should be able to relax, not holding too much tension, not trying too hard, and just a nice smooth arch and range of motion, all right? So that's your sideline windmill. Obviously do both sides. The last one, what we'll do is we'll stand up on our feet, and we're gonna go just internal, external rotation. So we're gonna go arms out nice and wide. There's tons of ways we can do this, so we're just gonna do internal rotation. So we're gonna go thumb down as far as we can, and then we're gonna go external on the opposite side. So thumb back. So thumb down, thumb back, reaching for wall to wall or side to side, and then we're just gonna rotate our arms as far as we can. And the key is just rotating like you're turning down the radio station, all right? So just rotate as far as you can that way, rotate as far as you can that way, pause for a second, just trying to twist your arms and just getting internal, external rotation at your humeral joint for you guys. Part 2 of our warm-up for arm care and mobility for baseball is we've done our mobility drills, so we have range of motion, we can move a little bit greater. Now let's do some activation stuff. So we're gonna give you 3 activation drills that you can do again anywhere. So we're gonna go face down on the ground first, and then we're doing face down because it forces us to get up, all right? And we're working against gravity a little bit. So number 1, tuck your chin, and we can just do 3 position hold. So thumbs up, always number 1, that puts us in external rotation. So chin down, and we're just going to lift our forearms as high as we can off the ground, okay? And we shouldn't be straining and really shrugging and using our upper traps, okay? Try to keep your shoulders away from your neck, and then just up, hold for maybe 10 seconds, and the letter W. So if you look from above, I should look like a letter W. We can do the letter T. So same thing, just lifting our shoulder blades up, hold for maybe 5 to 10 seconds, thumb still to the sky. And then after that, we can do position 3, which is like a W. Same thing, lifting our armpits and forearms off the floor, really reaching up. And then, so that's 3 position holds. That's kind of part number 1. We can do those for sets and reps. 2 is we can do a forearm wall slide. If you don't have a wall, that's totally cool. You can use a fence or just like a brick wall, like in a dugout or something like that. So a couple things. Forearms on the wall. This is going to be working a little bit more on your serratus. That attaches your scapula to your rib cage down here. And so anyways, forearms on the wall. A big point is you want, since you want to activate that muscle, you want to kind of push through the floor or push through the push through the wall with your forearms. So you're really like you're spreading your shoulder blades apart almost and pushing them forward. To really help you guys understand and see what we're going for, so we're going to show you what that scapula moving up, apart, and overhead looks like. So I'm going to take my shirt off real quick, and so that way you guys can really see the scapula moving on the shoulder blade and in rhythm with your shoulder to really emphasize and get the most out of the drill for you guys. And then anyways, you're just going to keep pushing forward, sliding up the wall, reaching, make sure we're shrugging up top so we get overhead. We can add a lift if we want to. And the way back down, you want to kind of push into the wall, still pushing through, sliding down, and then coming back up. Reaching through as far as we can, getting overhead, add a lift if you'd like, and slide back down. All right, you should feel some activation, number one, in your serratus tier, and two, in your lower mid-trap, kind of in between your shoulder blades and your spine. Not too much up in your upper trap up in here, okay, but down underneath the shoulder blade a little bit. Third one is we can do a bent over position, very similar to the one we did on the ground. We can just do bent over number one, getting a good RDL, thumbs up, and we're just going to lift our forearms again away from the floor, keeping that chin packed, and then we can add a press into it, like we did overhead, come back down, reset, shoulders up and back, reaching, getting long, coming back down and back through. Obviously you can add some weight by grabbing a baseball or something if you want, but just some drills to get your arm warmed up, get it in the specific positions that you're going to be doing, like as an example, getting overhead and throwing a ball. So some basic things you can do anywhere. Appreciate you guys checking out the video. Hit that like, hit that subscribe button for me. And if you have a comment, if you've done this drill, I want you to comment down below if you have a question about baseball arm care or mobility stuff specifically. I'd love to answer that for you. And of course, there is a free 4-week workout down below. Go ahead and grab that, and I will send that to you today.